Well, good morning, everyone, or early afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Cards and Coffee with Tony. This is today's daily Twin Flame Tarot energetic forecast for Thursday, July 2nd, 2020. However, anytime you are here is exactly when you were meant to be here because time is limitless. I hope you got your coffee. Let's wake up and be awesome, y'all. Okay, let's set our table. There's a little bit of noise in the background. This is not the first time I filmed this for you. I actually had an entire reading earlier and YouTube ate it. Didn't record, didn't save to my phone. So we're doing this again. So there's a little bit of noise in the background while my family is in the kitchen making breakfast. All right, let's set our table, shall we? Get our sage out. All right. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. My sage is just not burning enough. Let's light it up a little bit more. There we go. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. And we're going to clear, bless, activate, and fully align all my chakras so that I may be ready to receive these messages. Okay. Now, let's set the tone for this reading by getting out my little squirrel bell. Ooh, nice. Now let's set our intention by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We call forth our angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides. We ask you please be present with us during this reading so that we may be able to understand and interpret these messages as we receive them. So hello and welcome back to my subscribers. If you are new here and you like what you see, I would be honored if you give me a thumbs up, or really if you enjoy it and you want to subscribe, big heart out to you. Thank you so much. And as always, if you like it and you want to share this with someone who might find it helpful, or leave me comments, tell me if this resonates with you. I very much appreciate that. As always, this is going to be the twin flame reading. So we're going to pull first for our divine feminine, then our divine masculine, and then our collective twin flames. All decks you see, if you like them, will be linked below in the description. And divine masculine and divine feminine, the word divine means holy. So divine masculine and divine feminine do not refer to a specific gender, as these aspects lie within us also. Let's get going. All right. Divine feminine, let's pull for our first oracle cards for you. We're going to pull for the Romance Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. All right, divine feminines, let's see what messages we have for y'all today. Angels, what messages do you have for our divine feminine today? It was worth waiting for. Some of you might be having a new love or a new relationship, or maybe even a new aspect to an old relationship that was worth waiting for. Keep an open mind. What you are expecting to come may not always be what you think it's going to look like. Keep an open mind. And lastly, getting to know each other, whether you're getting to know someone new or getting to know someone old in a new way. This is interesting. Those cuts were very interesting. All right, angels, we just need one oracle card, please, for my divine feminines for this Thursday morning. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in present moments, right? Because when you release energy that you're holding on to from the past and you heal from that past, guess what you do? You make space within your own life to have, room for more fun and enjoyable experiences. Very soon is at the bottom of the deck. So if you're wondering when it's going to happen, it's going to be happening very soon. All right, let's pull our first tarot for our divine femmes. We're going to pull from the Universal Rider-Waite Tarot deck. We got ash all over the table today, didn't we? There we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, what messages do you have for my divine feminine today? Judgment. Some of you are about to receive a judgment in your favor today. Things are going to be very balanced and fair, and they are going to be happening soon. Ooh, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords in reverse. He feels like he's, breaking free of those challenges that are holding him back. And lastly, but not leastly, King of Swords. Got a lot of swords energy on the table there. Divine Feminine's King of Swords. He's, you know, that king who's really clear thinking. He makes good choices. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides. We just need one card, and there it is. Page of Wands in reverse, and at the bottom of the deck, you got the Nine of Wands. Okay, so you went from swords to wands. All right, so swords are your signs, your Aquarius, your Gemini, and your Libra, and they represent your thoughts and your focus in the astral planes. Wands, however, are your fire signs, your Aries, your Sagittarius, and your Leo. They represent your energy, your creativity, and your life force. Let's talk about this Page of Wands here in reverse. You have had some setbacks, perhaps, maybe even been a little bit of pessimism happening. Maybe this is being brought about because there's been a lack of direction. Page, right? I'm trying to get my head wrapped around this. Yep. You've had a lack of direction and maybe even some procrastination, and this has been causing some conflict. Yeah. Because look here, at the root, at the you know, our clarifier card, if you will, is the Nine of Wands, and he is this guy who he was very resilient. See how he's beat up, he's battered, he's bruised, he's been through the battle, but he's still standing. Even though he has to lean into this wand to hold him up, he has perseverance, right? He, though he's taken defense, he isn't giving up. All right. And that's what this is saying. That, you know, this is, you've been in, there's some challenging energies. You've been sitting inside of some challenging energies. And rather than maybe taking those energies on head first, you've been, you know, letting them beat you up, perhaps. Maybe those energies have been beating you up, but you're still standing. You haven't given up. But however, while you may still be standing, there it is, this Page of Wands, this Page of Wands energy. And, you know, he's got this lack of direction, this procrastination energy that he brings with him that can cause some setbacks, that can cause some pessimism. So, you know, look, he's still standing, but see how he's kind of pissed off? So there's where you're at. You're having to learn to forgive the mistakes you've made, the mistakes others have made, these mistakes that have beat you up, but you know, they haven't knocked you to your knees. You're still standing, you know, you're not on the ground. You're still on your 2 feet standing. So it's time to learn what you can from those lessons. Forgive who you need to forgive, because until you make room for forgiveness, you can't move forward, move on, and receive new energy. Okay. So look at what those lessons are, you know, and learn what you can from them, but don't be holding on to them. It's very important that you're not, I wish y'all could have seen what just happened right outside my window. 2 birds went flying past my window and one of them hit the wall. That was crazy. Woo. Okay. Anyway, I want you to understand that, these lessons that you're learning, I need you to focus on what you can get from them and get the direction that you can from them. This is very important, not to lose focus and become pessimistic, because so many times when life is kicking us in the ass, we don't see that we're learning lessons. It's very hard to see the lessons we're learning when we're in the middle of those challenges, right? And so for some of us, we can become very pessimistic, and that can cause some setbacks. Let's not let those challenges cause setbacks, okay? Let's forgive, learn what we can, and move forward. All right, Divine Masculine, sorry about that. It is your turn. All right, we are going to pull from the Work Your Light Oracle card by Rebecca Campbell. All right, Divine Masculines, let's see what kind of messages we got for you today. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, what messages do we have for our Divine Masculines? I love this card. This is my favorite. This is Akasha. She is an angel, and this is just, she's just, you know, she's way up there on the angelic spheres as far as the angels go, and she's here to let you know that you're divinely supported. Unbound. You need to let go of the things that are holding you back, whether it's, you know, past choices, past, you know, baggage, emotional baggage, whether it could be even something as far as like your past life and past soul contracts. You got to let it all go, Divine Masculine. It's time to shed that skin. Priestess, how are you being called upon to lead? Divine Masculine, that has definitely been your story this week. You have been called upon to lead, haven't you? To lead our Divine feminine as she's working through these lessons that she's learning. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, we just need one card on the table, please, for our divine masculine. Okay, just a couple more nope. About to say a couple more shuffles, then we'll take a card. But looky here, what fell out? Transformation. Our divine feminine pulled this just a couple days ago. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. You are receiving deep healing. At the bottom of the deck there, you did pull the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Your intuitive soul tribe. Pulled that yesterday, didn't we? Your intuition, your higher knowing, you are starting to recognize that there is more to this life than just this life, and you're starting to step into your own divine knowing, your own higher transformation. This is beautiful, divine masculine 106. Let's see what we got here. Saturn and the Black Madonna and the African goddess Oshun influence this card. Now, I am so happy we pulled this card, and I'm going to tell you why. Let's just read a little bit more about this. Saturn represents destruction and transformation. The Black Madonna represents the underground and all that has been cast aside. And Oshun represents the tender love of the original mother. A rethreading is happening, healing at the deepest of levels. While you are in this phase, don't put yourself under pressure to perform. I want you to say to yourself, I allow myself to receive the deepest healing and transformation for change to happen at a cellular level. This is beautiful that this card represents Saturn and the Black Madonna and the African goddess Oshun, because Saturn, being represented here just yesterday, Saturn on July 1st, Saturn returned to Capricorn yesterday. Okay, so remember, we are in Cancer season, and now Saturn is returned to Capricorn. Capricorn is the ultimate representation of the divine masculine. All right, Saturn is back in Capricorn as of yesterday. So we are going to be revisiting those lessons and issues that we went through in March. For a lot of us in the United States, those issues were about the lockdown being enforced and all of us being sent home and businesses closing and, schools closing and life in our country just being flipped upside down. So we're going to be revisiting a lot of that right now with Saturn being in Capricorn. And we're going to be going through even more transformation, shedding even more skins. Well, that's what this is, calling upon you, divine masculine, to step into your own higher knowing, okay? To be willing to go through this transformation, because whether you know you are or not, you are in it right now, divine masculine. It's happening. You can't stop it, okay? You're in the middle of this transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, and you are receiving deep healing even now, okay? Our next cards we're going to pull from for our tarot for our divine masculine is going to be the Chrysalis Tarot by Tony Brooks. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, what messages do we have for our divine masculine? That's right, the magician. You are the magician. You are creating this world of your own. You are creating this transformation into a magical world. Eight of Spirals, dang. I mean, we have pulled the magician and the Eight of Spirals nonstop. Eight of Spirals. That's the Eight of Wands. Changes coming quickly. And also, if you noticed, that card is a full moon. We got that full moon coming in this weekend on the night of July 4th going into July 5th. And it's not just a full moon. It's going to be a lunar eclipse in Capricorn. So this is going to be our second full moon in Cancer. And we're going to have a lunar eclipse in Capricorn. Talk about two divine masculines back to back, right? So we're going to be having some shedding and some rapid ascension on that night, divine masculine. Ooh! The Star. Heck yeah. Talk about transformation. The Star. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides. We just need one card. Wow, okay. Divine masculine. Y'all took no time to pull your card today. Eight of Stones. That is the Eight of Pentacles. Love it, love it, love it, love it. This is about getting an education, learning, an apprenticeship, Learning, realizing basically what this means is you are realizing there's more that you don't know, and you're willing now. You're finally willing to step forward and to work with diligence and high standards to learn what you don't know. And then look at the bottom. What? Knight of Mirrors, Knight of Cups. Okay, see how he's like this knight that's taking you on like the magic carpet ride? He's that knight that comes in and sweeps you off your feet. That's that knight in shining armor. He's full of romance and charm and imagination. He's the knight that you daydream with. He's that knight inside your heart, letting you daydream about the things you love. And, and when you're in your head, having your fantasies, thinking about, well, who you want to be and where you want to go and, who you want to be with. And that's that knight that shows up. That's the dreamer, right? So, Divine Masculine, you are in your head right now, and I love it. I love this message for you so much. You're in your head, and okay, let's talk about Pentacles real quick. This is Eight of Stones. Pentacles are your Earth signs, your Virgo, your Taurus, and your Capricorn, which is extremely important because we have this beautiful full moon, full freaking moon. Look right there, full moon coming up in Capricorn, which is exactly what this is, the Eight of Stones. You got this beautiful full moon coming in Capricorn. The Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Stones, this is about what you have to learn. So let's get inside of our heads. Let's spend a little time thinking, tapping into your own higher self, your inner knowing, and co-creating and daydreaming about what you want to learn and who you want to become during this transformation, because Divine Masculine, you are doing it right now. So where else do you want to go? How far do you want to see? How much change do you think you can create? There is no such thing as a limit to what you can do. You are unlimited. Find out. Get inside your own head and let's have a little daydream sesh, shall we? Let's tap into what we need to learn so that we can get through this beautiful transformation on this full moon coming in. Like I said, that full moon will be July 4th. In the United States, it will be July 4th in the Central, Mountain, and Pacific time zones. It will be in the full moon on July 5th in the Eastern time zone because it becomes a full moon at 4:44 a.m. And speaking of the number 4, if y'all don't know, that's the angel numbers. That's the angels showing up. And when you got 3 4s showing up like that, 4:44 a.m., the angels are here to offer you divine assistance, okay? You are not alone. You always have help anytime you want it. And not only do we have a full moon coming in on July 4th at 4:44 a.m. on the 5th, but we also have, at the same time, a lunar eclipse in Capricorn. So we're going to have a lunar eclipse. Eclipses bring, out the things that are hidden in the dark. So whatever it is you need to learn to transform is going to be made apparent coming soon. And Divine Feminine, whatever it is, these lessons that have, beat you up, that you're still standing and you're still willing to keep fighting the good fight. You're going to be creating some big time magic here soon, because you're going to be able to identify what you need to forgive so that you can learn and move forward, right? That Page of Wands in reverse, that energy, you're going to be able to let go of those setbacks that cause pessimism, because you're going to be able to forgive. It's very hard to be very pessimistic when you're forgiving. When you're in a forgiving mode, that's a loving energy. That's not a low vibration. That's a high vibration. So let's work on our forgiveness. Okay, twins, let's pull for y'all now. We're going to pull first, Getting into the Vortex by Esther and Jerry Hicks, channeling Abraham. Abraham, what messages do you have for our Divine Twins today? I really love this. Divine Feminines, we've really got to work hard on not letting these setbacks. You're still standing. Don't let them bring you to your knees. The point of these setbacks were to teach you what you need to let go of, what you need to forgive, and the lessons that to be learned. Just today, I'm going to use a very good example in my own life. Just this perfect example of this in my own life. This 9, but also let's pay attention. This 9 right here, this 9 of Wands, this is, about the end of a cycle, the beginning of a new one, right? In my own life, the example I was going to give was I have a family member who has always just really blamed me for a lot of things and put a lot of just negative energy my way, and it just has a lot of anger towards me, and it's very misplaced and it's very misguided, and I've never understood why, because I would have thought that this specific person should have unconditional love for me. This is not just an aunt or an uncle or cousin. This is a higher up in my hierarchy within my own family, who I would assume would love me unconditionally, but this person never has. She has never loved me unconditionally, and her love has always come with limits, and I almost never reach the minimum of those limits. And for a long time, I could just feel her anger at me, and it just stuck to me like glue, and I just carried it around. But one day I was trying to make heads or tails of how I felt about it and how could I let this anger go. And that's when I realized that I needed to thank her. And you may think that's crazy, but that's absolutely what I did. And I got down on my knees and I sent that energy back to her. I cut those cords of attachment that I had to her, that she was sending my way through her anger. And I sent them back to her. And I said, thank you. Thank you so much, because it is in your anger that you've taught me what unlimited love looks like. Unconditional. That's what I'm trying to say. Unconditional love looks like. It's because of the conditions you placed upon me receiving your love that I can look at that contrast and say, that is not what I want. This is never what I want in my life. Here is what I want. I want the opposite of that. She taught me unconditional love through the experience of conditional love. And so I thank her for that. And that's what we're talking about right here, okay? When we're talking about this, Nine of Wands energy, you're still standing. You're still standing, right? You're still resilient. You still have faith. Don't let somebody knock you down. Don't let somebody take away what you know to be the truth, okay? You're still standing. What lesson can you learn from that? And how can you forgive? All right. Now let's go back to our twins. Abraham, what message do you have for my twin flames? There it is. Boy, y'all jumped right out. Okay. We got number 41, which adds up to 5. It's about changes coming. This is making peace with my today will improve my future. Well, yeah, that's basically 100% what this says, isn't it? Making peace with my today will improve my future. It may sound odd, but the fastest way to get to a new and improved situation is to make peace with your current situation. What did I just say? I literally was just telling you the story about how I had to make heads or tails and make peace with my current situation, and I figured out a way to find the peace in that situation. You can do it. There is no such thing as a situation you can't come to peace with, okay? By making a list of the most positive aspects you can about your current situation, you then release your resistance to the improvements that are waiting for you. But if you rail against the injustice of your current situation, you hold yourself in vibrational alignment with what you do not want. And you cannot move in the direction of improvement because that's going to defy the law of attraction. You got to get yourself in vibrational alignment with what you don't want. You can't be railing against all the injustices of all these things that are happening to you. It's really easy when you're the last man standing to say, oh my God, look at all these cuts and bruises, instead of going, hey, look at these 2 legs I have that are still strong and keeping me alive. Yeah, that's what we need to be focusing on. Okay. Let's pull one more oracle card for my twins. This is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle card by Kyle Gray. Ooh, that cleared out quick. Angels, Ancestors, Guardians, and Guides. Broken Arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. Yeah. Embrace the energy of peace. Making peace with my today will improve my tomorrow. Embrace the energy of peace. Dang, your angels and ancestors aren't messing around today. You pulled it. Well, I mean, this is Arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. Make peace. They ain't playing, y'all. They're here at peace. Peace. Get into some peace. Find your own inner peace. Summer. You're in the thick of summer right now. In fact, this is about as summer as it gets this weekend, 4th of July here in the United States. Bask in joy and light. That's right. This weekend, definitely, let's focus on the light. There's going to be a lot of heavy energy this weekend. Let's focus on the light. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides. We need one card on the table. Are you kidding me? Wow, okay. So summer. Bask in joy and light. I mean, they want you to hear that message. At the bottom of the deck, you pull the Fire Guardian. I love it because we are actually in a Sagittarius moon today. So it's kind of fun that you pull the Fire Guardian. Ignite your passions. Ignite your passions. All right, let's see about that summer. Bask in love and light. And joy and light. What I do want to tell you is that this weekend, over 4th of July weekend, there is going to be some astrologically, some very intense energies. Tomorrow, the Sirius Gateway opens, which is just, all that means is just that the constellation Sirius, there will not be a blockage between our planet and them. There will be a nice clear access to it. And whenever that happens, that energy just kind of brings, it's a good time to recharge your own energy. That's all it means. Go outside, ground down. But very important to understand that this weekend during Independence Day here in the United States, there's going to be some very strong energies. There's going to be a lot of purging that's going to be happening this weekend. There's going to be a lot of detoxifying. So I strongly encourage you to get out, go lay in the grass for a few minutes on Friday and Saturday and Sunday and ground down. Catch that eclipse if you can, okay? Summer, bask in joy and light. Rise up, open your wings and shine. Bring your projects and your plans out into the light, into manifestation. This is the perfect opportunity for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Light has come to banish the darkness. Charity is arriving to allowing you to know exactly where you are and how you can move forward. Angels and ancestor guides are encouraging you to enjoy the moment and not to rush forward, because this is the time for pleasure, enjoyment, and expansion. When the summer card arrives in the future position, which this is the present and future position it is setting in, it also can indicate that the coming summer, so the time we're currently in, will usher in important energies with regard to your questions. So I'm just trying to tell you, there's going to be some very, very important energies coming in this weekend. Ground down, all right? And tap into your own inner light. That's 100% the message there. All right, last cards we're going to pull from. We're going to pull from the Paulina Tarot by Paulina Cassidy. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, what messages do we have for our twin flames? Knight of Cups. You got him. Well, you had the Knight of Wands. I believe we had the Knight of Cups on one of the cuts, though. I mean, that's, that's that Knight of love. That Knight on that white horse comes in to sweep you up off your feet. The High Priestess. I love pulling her. She's about, tapping into your own intuition, your own inner knowing, your own inner voice. And lastly, the Three of Wands is making preparation and plans so that when the time comes, you can move quickly. All right. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides. We just need 3 cards on the table, please, for my twin flames. Tell them more about this Thursday. All right. The first card, I know, I'm very glad that's in reverse. We have is the Tower. Second card just jumped. Okay, card number 2 and 3 just falls out. The Emperor and the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Yep, this energy this weekend is going to be strong because you go from a 4 to a 5. Are you kidding me? The energy of the 4th and 5th, y'all. Let's get ready. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. Okay. Yep. Take a sip real quick and let's go. Tower in reverse. Let's just talk about that. Remember, we read past, present, future, and then these cards, the oracle cards on the top, sit between them. So this sits between the past and the present, and this card sits between the present and the future. All right. I have a lid on my coffee, and I keep missing where I'm supposed to put my mouth. If you're wondering why I have awkward pauses. The Tower. So, this is not one of the better cards to draw if it's this direction, but it is in reverse. Okay, this is your Aries energy. And this can be an avoidance of disaster or even a fear of change. I feel for most of us, I don't feel like this is a avoided disaster. I do feel like this is a fear of change. And I feel like we all are aware that there is some transformations coming to us personally and globally, to the planet, to the collective as a whole. And there is a lot of resistance to this change happening in the past, okay? But moving forward, as you see between the past and the present, you did pull this card right here, which is number 41, 5, adds up to changes. Making peace today will improve my future. So while some of us have been, trying to avoid making these changes, we are waking up to the fact that as a collective consciousness, we all need to forgive and learn and make peace with our past so we can have an improved future. Because then look here, you have the number 4, the Emperor. He's Virgo energy, and that's that earth energy again, just very grounded energy. This is remember, I'm telling you, 4th to 5th. Pay attention. Both of these are earth signs. This is the Pentacles, so this is earth energy again, and this is the Emperor, Virgo, earth energy. You need to be grounded down today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. Please just go stand outside for 30 dang seconds and put your toes in the ground. I don't care what you do. Ground yourself and release any energy you don't need, okay? Emperor. I'm sorry, I keep saying Aries. Virgo energy, that's the Empress. I'm getting myself so confused. This is Aries. My bad. This is Aries. This is the fire energy. Emperor, he's very structured and he's really good if you need to make plans. He's really good at maintaining structure and control. So this weekend, as you're daydreaming and you're clearing out what you need to forgive and learn, now is a good time to instill getting some plans in place. Maybe, making a plan for your morning routine, your evening routine, plans for exercise, better health, whatever it is, Spend some time this weekend making plans to get your ducks in a row so you know what you want moving forward, okay? And that even falls back on this 8 of Pentacles, education, apprenticeship, making plans, getting your education so you can learn what you got to learn. And then moving forward, again, you have that summer energy, be light, be joy. But then how are you going to be light and joy when you have the 5 of Pentacles underneath you? What in the hell, right? 5 Pentacles, earth energy again on the table, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and this is about finances, career, and things that are of value to you. Anytime you see the 5 of Pentacles, this is just like being left out of them cold. See how they're all cold and they're in the snow, right? This is being isolated and insecure and having worry. And I'm telling you that if you do not take the time this weekend to ground down, to release any unneeded, unnecessary energy that no longer serves your best and highest good, and to forgive and learn the lessons you need to learn, because both of these are talking about learning directly. If you don't do that and focus on some time on your own inner transformation and the global collective consciousness transformation, if you don't, coming forward on the 5th and Sunday, Monday, going forward after this weekend, you're going to feel very just... I don't want to say left out in the cold, but it's very insecure. It's a very insecure feeling, a very needy feeling. Okay, hang on. Yeah, and absolutely. You're going to be feeling like you're going to be feeling very cold. In other words, you're going to feel like you need this joy and this light because you didn't take the time to ground down, and you have all this extra negative, unnecessary energy in your body that you didn't release. So therefore, what did we tell you? When you don't make room when you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. When you do not make room to release and forgive and ground down all that energy that no longer serves you, you don't make room for light and joy. And instead, all you are is walking around with worry and insecurity and neediness. This is not necessary. You don't need to be insecure or needy about anything. You have every single thing you need right inside of you. You are the creator. You are whole. You are whole. You are holy. Remember that, okay? At the bottom of the deck, though, this is interesting because you did draw the Ace of Pentacles. This is about manifesting a new opportunity. So listen here. If you can take the time to do the work to get that focus that plan, that structure in place to find out what you need to learn, to spend some time daydreaming and working on your transformation, Divine Masculine, to focus on the lessons that you have learned, what you need to forgive, what you need to let go of, and not don't lean into this pessimistic setback energy. Focus on forgiving and learning and moving forward and understanding that it's time to turn towards the light, the summer, the joy, okay? If you can do that, you're not going to be this person. This is going to be the opposite. The only thing you're going to need is more joy, more love, more light, because your cup's going to be full. You're going to be full. You're not going to need a dang thing, okay? So this Five of Pentacles, I'm not the least bit concerned about it being in the future position, because I do not feel, there's nothing within me that feels this is, a loss or poverty or anything like that. What I feel like is that we, the collective consciousness, after the 4th and 5th, are going to be feeling. I don't feel this is you specifically, twins. I feel like this is us, all of us, okay? See how there's 2 of us? 2 people in those cards. This is all of us. This is the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. This is the collective consciousness as a whole. I think this weekend, if you don't take the time to ground down and focus on what you need and lift up your own light and step into your own light and your own inner knowing and own inner truth, you need to. You're going to have to this weekend, because as long as you do, you're going to be fine. You're going to be just solid. But for those of you who do not heed my advice and just ignore me, this is the energy that's coming, okay? After Sunday, this is the energy that's coming, this very isolated, nervous, worried energy. And I promise you, this is absolutely on its way, just based on the astrology of next week. I can promise you this energy is on its way after the 5th. So take the time to ground down and lean into the lessons you've learned and lean into your transformation. All right, loved ones, I hope that you found this helpful. And if you did, I would love it if you'd like, comment, subscribe, or share. And know that I post new content most days. So until I see you again, I hope that you keep on praying and know how much I love you. Well, hi there, Granger. Granger said that she hopes that y'all have a good day too. Love y'all. Bye.